I just wanted to go over the way I'd like you to do your website presentations for your portfolios. And we touched about here in the overview for your project, but the portfolio presentation will be you doing a recorded video using your built-in Cisco WebEx here within Canvas. Okay, and the presentation will have you take the viewers, me basically, through the website as if they were speaking to a potential employer. Each page will be reviewed to highlight the student's accomplishments, education, fields. We're going to go through your resume, your CV. We're going to go through the projects you've worked on. You're going to point out your logo. We're going to go through some of the conference flyers, maybe talk about the conference a little bit and where it is, what happened. And all of that will take approximately 4 to 6 minutes in time. So just use this as a way to practice your public speaking skills, even though we're obviously not public speaking, but it's a good way to practice to see yourself in a video, to hear what you sound like on video, and to really the big part of it is most of the time people, especially when you're doing public speaking, you think you're doing worse than you probably are, and when you see a video of yourself or even hear your audio recording, you realize that you're actually not doing that bad. And as you start doing it more and more, you get more comfortable with it. So even though this is a technical course, I wanted to make sure that in this course you guys get some time to really practice some of that public speaking or video recording or other things where you're presenting yourself, your website. Because a lot of you, especially in urban planning, are going to have to do presentations in front of city commissions, other city planners, architecture obviously will, public administration definitely will. So anytime you can do any kind of public speaking or recorded video or online meetings or things like that, I really encourage you to do that, because the more that you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get with it. And I just want to show you the steps to go through in order to complete this portfolio presentation video. I wanted to make it as easy as possible for everyone, so you don't have to go out and get new software, you don't have to buy any software. All you really need is a computer with a webcam and a mic, and that's all you'll need to do your video recording. So I'm going to show you the steps to go through and give you an example. So this is where you would go in our course, right? You go to the Cisco WebEx. I'm just going to go to a test course that I have, because it makes it so it looks better for you guys. And then also when I'm creating this, you all don't get a notification that we have a new meeting. So I'm just going to create it in here. But this is where you would go in our course, Cisco WebEx, to start doing your recording, right? So this is what you'll see. We're going to make sure you're under virtual meetings. And you probably will not have anything listed here. So we're going to go to new meeting, right? So you can name this, name this, it's really whatever you want it to. Date and time really doesn't matter, because you're just going to launch this immediately. So I would just leave the date and time, whatever is step there. 1 hour you can leave, because it's only going to be a couple of minutes, so it doesn't really matter. Leave these things here as meeting and no repeat. And we're just going to click create meeting. So then I can see here in my Cisco WebEx, I've got my meeting listed here. So on my meeting, I'm going to go ahead and click host. And if you don't have Cisco WebEx installed already, it'll install it, but if not, it'll just launch it. So you're required to password, so all you have to do here is click copy, next, and it's going to prompt to open up the WebEx software, which I've already have installed. If you need to download it and install it, go ahead and do that. Most of you, for some of your other courses, probably have done it already, so I'm just going to open the link. Okay, so we kind of have some inception issues here, but so I'm going to unmute this. I'm going to start my meeting. Okay, so try to make the, this is obviously a Mac, but try to make the window as big as possible so we can see all of the content. Make sure that your microphone is set correctly. Mine is not, right? So I'm going to change this to my webcam, so now I can test it. I can see that it's working. And I want to make sure when I'm done with my video that I actually go in and listen to it and watch it before I submit it, to make sure that everything comes through correctly, okay? That's why I think you'll probably need to do this a couple of times, a couple of iterations, right? So I just want to show you, okay, so that seems to be working, so I'm good. All right, so now you're going to want to record this video. Okay, so to record it, you can come down here and click record. And if you see this says record on my computer because I changed it last time, most of you might default to record in cloud. Okay, make sure that you change it to record on my computer, and then it'll probably ask you in your file explorer, where you want to save it. So I'm going to save it to my downloads folder. It's fine. So now as this is recording, it'll all be built into a video that's going to be in my downloads folder, right? So now I'm going to save this. All right, so now I'm recording. Great. So that's first step. Next step, I want to share my screen. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. So now everything that's on my screen right now is being recorded in this meeting. I have my image of myself here, so that'll be recorded as well when we're looking at the video. And then I'm going to go over, I'm going to go to my portfolio website, right? I'm going to pull up my website. And I'm going to preview this and go through and present my website as if I was presenting to an employer, so on and so forth. Really highlighting all the things that you have put into your resume, that you've put into your projects, everything that looks good on your logo. Really just take us through each step of it, and it should take you about 4 to 6 minutes to go through and do all that, okay? So when you're done with that, you can come up here and you can hit, first you can hit stop sharing if you'd like. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to stop our recording. So we're going to click here, stop, and then we're going to end our meeting. Okay, so now in my downloads folder, I have my presentation here. I see that. Let's try to open this. What happened last time? I think it just needs to go through and get rid of that for a second. Let's see. Okay, I don't know why I did that. So now I have my video presentation. Save this. All right, so now I'm recording. Great. So I'm gonna. You can see I took the volume down, but you can see I've got my recording here. This MP4 file. I started sharing my screen, and then I can go through and I'll start presenting my my portfolio website. And then this is the file that you're going to submit under the portfolio presentation section of Canvas as your presentation, okay? So that's the simplest and easiest way I could think of for you guys to not need to have any additional software. Everything is built in through Canvas. All you need is a mic and a camera. If for some reason you guys have any issues with that, please email me as soon as possible, and we'll try to work something out to figure out a solution for you. I think most of you probably already have that, so I don't anticipate that. But if you do have an issue, just let me know. We can make arrangements. Okay. So that's how I'd like you to do your video for your portfolio presentation. If you have any questions, please email me, or if you have any technical issues, we can work that out as well. But this should be pretty straightforward because it's provided by FAU and everything is built in through Canvas. So any questions, let me know.